This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, an on-campus spat threatens to erupt further as students start speaking out against censorship. Southland Secondary School pupils get a tour of the Awararua satellite tracking station today for part of Tech Week. And the international ride-sharing service Uber is due to launch in Dunedin at the end of the month. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. An on-campus spat is threatening to erupt further as students are speaking out and accusing the University of brand management. The students' claims are being called just nonsensical by Otago University.
A large crowd of angry students assembled on the University of Otago's campus today, protesting against the censorship of students' voices.
The critic issue sparked, was the catalyst for this, but it's an ongoing issue at the university. We've seen it censoring around staff cuts, budget cuts, mental health care restructuring, departmental restructuring and CCTV just in the last 2 years.
After they'd gathered, around 130 students marched to the clock tower, brandishing signs opposing the disposal of the editions of Critic magazine, university job cuts, and accusing the university of focusing too much on marketing.
Take your place in the world.
It was the straw that broke the camel's back, and we're standing up and we're fighting back.
Spokesperson William Dreyer is very pleased with how many people took part.
Oh, it was fantastic. I was so excited to see the amount of people here. It's awesome that people care and are being political and just, fighting back. It's great, yeah.
He believes the university's heads within the clock tower building would have found it hard to ignore the students' message, and Dreyer says there is more action to come.
I think they will have heard our message, yes. I think it's hard not to when you're shouting outside the clock tower and their offices. But it's something that's going to be ongoing, so we've got posters all around campus at the moment, so they'd have to be blind not to see our anger and frustration coming through, yeah.
A University of Otago spokeswoman says there is a long tradition of protests on campus and the university is perfectly comfortable with the march. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
A game of Russian roulette with a staple gun resulted in a man shooting his son twice in late January. Michael George Herzog's explanation was detailed in court by Defence Counsel Sophia Thorburn, claiming father and son were misfiring and fooling around with the gun, taking turns to pull the trigger. After his son retired to the lounge, Herzog followed with the gun and shot the victim's right thigh and then his upper left arm. Yesterday he pleaded guilty in the Dunedin District Court for injuring with reckless disregard. Herzog claims he shouldn't have done it, but described it to police as only a bit of fun. Venture Southland is encouraging Southland youth to look skyward for their future career options. Southland secondary school pupils were given a tour of the Awararua satellite tracking station today for part of National Tech Week. Sharon Rees reports.
The next generation of potential space-faring Southlanders were today shown a career in the space industry is well within their grasp.
Today we're hosting a tour for secondary school students from Southland just to show the opportunities in the space industry in Southland and just basically showing that you don't have to kind of go away overseas to join the space industry. There's a lot of opportunities here.
Paul said the idea was to show pupils that getting into the space industry isn't necessarily rocket science.
You need marketing, you need engineering quite often, you need product development, you need all sorts of things, and space is no different. So you can get into the space industry by doing almost anything. It's just an application of things that are being done here on Earth. So it's it sounds quite daunting because up in the stars, but it's very reachable for people, I think.
Venture Southland has contracts with more than 20 international space agencies who use the facilities or tracking station data. Paul, who studied at Canterbury University, said he was surprised at the part Southland plays in the international industry.
It's very unique, and its location, being right at the bottom of the world, provides some pretty unique benefits. So yeah, although it seems very remote even from the rest of New Zealand, it's actually very important to global operations in the space industry.
The tour was part of Venture Southern's participation in National Tech Week, as well as its Southern Youth Futures initiative to showcase career opportunities to young people in the region. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
Terms of the use of tasers have been updated by New Zealand Police after an Oamaru police officer tasered a rogue goat 13 times. The animal caused a traffic hazard on State Highway 1 and damaged property after escaping from an Oamaru abattoir in late 2016. As a result of the circumstances, the officer received no charges for ill treatment. Documents from the Ministry for Primary Industries revealed information about the incident, detailing Senior Constable Carl Peterson's decision to taser the goat. Southern District Commander Superintendent Paul Basham said the incident was regrettable and changes have been made to the procedure, including recommended training for tactical options against animals. International ride-sharing service Uber is due to launch in Dunedin at the end of the month. One taxi company estimates it could lose 50% of its business as the city's student population is set to flock to the technology-based service.
As Dunedin prepares to be the next centre in New Zealand to host the ride-sharing service Uber, The South Today went for a walk to ask people about their thoughts on the service and if they would be likely to use it.
I like being able to track the little car on the thing so you know how close it is to your house.
I don't really have a particular reason other than the fact that I just don't think they're as convenient.
How likely are you to use Uber in Dunedin when it comes to
Pretty likely, yeah.
Maybe. Probably more when I'm drunk more than anything, maybe.
I like knowing how much it's going to cost beforehand.
Probably will download it though.
It's so convenient. The Uber drivers are like way friendlier than they're just more down to earth, really accommodating. It's really convenient to use.
Cost and convenience.
Yeah.
I just walk because taxis are way too expensive.
I like that you can know about the drivers before you drive with them.
One taxi company's spokesperson told The South Today they have a more personal, hands-on service and are not concerned by the arrival of the new ride-sharing service. Uber is due to launch the service on May 31st. Ben Bootsma, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, more eyebrows are raised over Queenstown Council's likely decision to evict residents from the Frankton Motor Camp, and feathers are washed and preened for the annual poultry exhibition in Dunedin.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
It's on again, the Star Regent 24-hour book sale. Starts noon the 8th of June. Don't miss out.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life. Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454-3592.
Being a big softie takes training. I've gone to great lengths to become even softer while still being strong and reliable. The new me is bigger and softer than ever. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust.
Hi, Lindsay here from Alex Campbell Menswear. We got a deal for you. We bought a huge bulk order from Lee Stretch Moleskin. So comfortable, nice stretchy fabric, and they're in 6 colours. And the deal, $20 off a pair, or if you buy 2 pair or more, $25 off a pair.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Yes, that's Alex Campbell Menswear, South Dunedin, Cromwell and Mosgiel.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Step into Shop on Carrot and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Dunedin's top football on Channel 39, Saturdays at 7, Sundays at 2 and Tuesdays at 3:30.
Welcome back. Students of Otago Polytechnic and the Otago University Students Association are hosting an event calling for more trees, please, this Sunday. The event aims to assist volunteer Coastal Otago with conservation efforts by planting trees at Smiths Creek. Students have been working hard for the past month over logistics, sponsorship and marketing for the event. Organisers are hoping to attract up to 100 students to plant trees for the afternoon, allowing them to interact with like-minded peers. This weekend we'll see the annual poultry exhibition being held in Dunedin. The birds need to be washed and groomed before they go on display. The South Today went to have a look.
All types of poultry are being groomed in readiness for exhibition at the Dunedin Poultry, Pigeon and Cage Bird Club show this weekend. Club member Stephanie Kalmarkov has been entering birds in the annual show for about 20 years, and this bird here is a new addition to her collection.
Oscar is coming up 1 year old, and Oscar is a bird that I've been breeding now for only 5 years, this particular colour. He's a silver laced pekin. It's very hard to do, quite a challenge really. But anyway, I'm determined I'm going to get these silver laced pecans. I've got the only ones in New Zealand and I'm the only one breeding them. I'm quite looking forward to mastering it.
Giving bantams a bath is easier than you'd expect.
I'll pick the toothbrush up, and if he can hold still, we have to give him his face a little scrub because they get quite dusty, so I scrub his little face for him, clean his nose. They don't seem to mind really. I think they quite enjoy it.
People are travelling from all over the South Island to attend this weekend's show.
We've got 700 birds in the show this year, and I'm not sure the amount of breeders there are there, but if you can win Best Bird in Show or Best Bantam, you've certainly done quite well.
The exhibition is being held at Forrester Park and will be open to the public during the weekend. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
After the break on the South Today, the Invercargill Rotary Club aims to bring real books back as the annual book sale gets underway, and we see if we get a reprieve from the cold, wintry weather this weekend.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Step into Shop on Carrot and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
Hi, Lindsay here from Alex Campbell Menswear. We've got a deal for you. We've bought a huge bulk order from Lee Stretch Moleskin. So comfortable, nice stretchy fabric, and they're in 6 colours. And the deal, $20 off a pair, or if you buy 2 pair or more, $25 off a pair.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So that's Alex Campbell Menswear, South Dunedin, Cromwell and Mosgiel.
It's on again, the Star Regent 24-hour book sale. Starts noon the 8th of June. Don't miss out.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Join us! 7 p.m. Saturdays, 2 p.m. Sundays, 3:30 Tuesdays. Oakley's off the bar.
Thanks for staying with us. A regional councillor says 90% of farms in the Clutha region could fail E. coli tests during a wet spring. Rural water quality was a subject of debate at the Otago Regional Council in Dunedin yesterday. Councillor Byron Scott says although the Regional Council has been criticised for its work on rural water quality, it was Otago Federated Farmers that need to raise the game. Federated Farmers spokesman says he is disappointed by the news and expressed frustration towards the blame, saying some farmers need to step up. Hamish Anderson of the Clutha Community Trust says the organisation of 170 farmers have initiatives in place to improve and understand water quality. Invercargill residents are putting aside their electronic book readers for the real deal this weekend. The Rotary Club of Invercargill's annual book sale started today with around 30,000 books on offer. Sharon Rees has more.
With 30,000 books weighing in at around 6 tonne, the Rotary Club of Invercargill's annual book sale has plenty to offer. For the past 6 weeks, volunteers have been collecting and sorting the huge collection of books, turning Invercargill's Civic Theatre into a makeshift bookshop.
They're categorised, they're sorted, and put into, as you see, little signs up everywhere. So we try, well, not that we try, but everything seems to be covered. Yeah.
While you can find the usual suspects such as Dan Brown, James Patterson and Jodie Pickholt scattered throughout every fiction pile, the sale offers something for every member of the family. Dunn said a rise in e-books in previous years saw a dip in sales, but that readers are beginning to return to the more traditional option.
4 or 5 years ago we kind of did a business plan and thought it might be dropping off because of e-books and stuff, but in the last 4 or 5 years it's kind of grown a little bit each year. Yeah, just people love books. They like the smell, the touch, and yeah.
He said the sale was the club's biggest fundraiser of the year and is expected to make up to $50,000, most of which will go to charity.
For our club, this is it. This is our big fundraiser. Yeah, we get between 20 and probably $30,000 that we give away to charities, both local and some international ones through Rotary International.
For those looking to grab a book or an armful of books, the Rotary book sale runs until 2 p.m. on Sunday. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
This weekend, 4 brothers from Balclutha will be playing on the same rugby field, however for opposing teams. 2 of the Turnbull brothers play for Clutha Valley and the other 2 play for Clutha Rugby Club, with their match scheduled at Clydevale tomorrow.
Posing for the media next to the iconic Clutha Bridge in Balclutha are Adam and Liam Turnbull, who play rugby for the Clutha Valley team, while their 2 brothers, Kurt and Josh, play for the opposing Clutha Rugby Club. This Saturday will see them playing against each other for the first time, but there is no suggestion that they will go easy on the tackles due to brotherly love.
No, definitely probably put a little bit more into it and get a bit of dominance, I think.
The game will kick off at Clydesvale at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Southern Rural Life for The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. An on-campus spat is threatening to erupt further as students are speaking out against censorship. Southland Secondary School pupils were given a tour of the Aotearoa satellite tracking station today for part of National Tech Week. And international ride-sharing service Uber is due to launch in Dunedin at the end of the month, with the city's student population set to flock to the app-based service. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Craig Page.
Good evening. Yes, Saturday edition, so lots of reading in there. We've got a bit of an exclusive as well. One of our Queenstown reporters, Daisy Hudson, has managed to get a sit down with Kim.com. First interview he's given since moving to Queenstown about a month ago. So we've managed to get inside his home and have a chat with Kim and his wife Liz. He sort of opens up really about his high-profile extradition case, his love for New Zealand and his hopes for the future, really. His first wife and 5 children moved to Queenstown last year, so he's kind of following them down, but he says he's there for the long term, looking at some business opportunities there as well. And his home apparently, according to Daisy, is it's almost like a show home. Very few personal touches there, except for the 2 large black SUVs that are parked out the front of it. So it's well worth a read. We've had a look, and worth having a look at tomorrow.
It'll be interesting.
He's an interesting character. Polarises a lot of people, I guess. But he's certainly made some headlines over the years.
Great.
Traffic congestion in Dunedin. We've had lots of complaints into our office in recent months about Dunedin, getting across Dunedin, the number of cars and the problems we're having at the moment. So we decided to sit down and have a bit of a look at that. And interesting, some stats out there showing there's been a 3% rise in traffic in Dunedin in the past year, and that's certainly showing. I think people from the bigger cities will laugh when we say we're having traffic jams and that, because it's nothing compared to Auckland, Wellington, but it certainly does take a lot to get across the city now. We've spoken to some professional drivers, courier drivers, taxi drivers, who said, there's a lot harder to get around it these days, and a lot of roadworks in town at the moment as well, which seems to be slowing everyone down.
Yeah, there's definitely a phenomenal amount of roadworks around, and it is taking longer.
Yeah, it does.
Like commuting each day, you notice quite a difference.
Yeah, and there seems to be some changing to the phasing of traffic lights as well, which doesn't seem to be helping. But it's going to be a story that'll create plenty of debate, I'm sure, amongst people, because there's nothing like traffic to upset them. We've got the weekend mix as well. We've got a cover story about dental health, and it's starting to be considered a bit of a national crisis. Of course, free dental health until you're 18, but then you're on your own after that. And most people, because of the cost involved, are not bothering, and they're paying the price with problems with their teeth, gums, etc. as well. So it's an interesting read as well.
It's definitely something that needs to be addressed sooner rather than later. So something for everyone in tomorrow's ODT. Thank you, Craig. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MoleMap.
Starting with today's southern view, taken of the only thing that could warm you up on this cold Dunedin day. Looking at the situation, snow and icy showers this weekend will clear late Sunday with a chilly week of heavy frosts and mostly fine days in store for next week. To the southern outlook, Balclutha, Catlins, Lumsden and Gore should expect fresh winds, snow showers and a high of 6. To the central outlook, for Wanaka, Queenstown and Alexandra, moderate winds, clear skies and 8. Te Anau will be windy with snow showers throughout and a high of 6. To the northern outlook, Oamaru and Timaru can expect light winds, clouds and a high of 9. Inland Twizel and Marama will see moderate winds with mostly clear skies and a high of 8. In Dunedin, showers clear tonight with very cold winds easing with a chilly overnight low of 3. It will be cloudy and cold tomorrow with a few brief light showers during the afternoon, and fresh to strong gusty winds developing during the day with a high of 9 and a low of 4. And Sunday is a good day to sleep in with bitterly cold and frequent icy showers combined with hail, sleet and snow and gusty winds just for a bit of fun, a high of 7 and a low of 4. And in Invercargill tonight, expect cloud with moderate winds and also a chilly low of 3. Cloud increasing and more snowy showers develop tomorrow with strong winds. Expect a high of 8 and a low of 3. Wintry showers on Sunday will bring hail and snow at times with gusty, very cold winds, a chilly high of 6 and a low of 2. And that's our news for this Friday. For the latest news from the Southern region, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. We will leave you with a montage of the week that was. I hope you have a great weekend. Try to stay warm. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.